Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Today back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game pocket ranked matches. Today's video I felt trying out this Mega Lopunny EX deck that I put together and see if I can manage to win a game or two online with it. Now I have no delusions of this deck being particularly anything special. I just thought it'd be a fun mishmash of cards to just try out, see if we can string some wins together with it. Now I paired Mega Lopunny EX with Hitmonchan EX and Lucario. Basically the thought process behind this deck really is just to get started quickly and to hit hard when we do get started. So Hitmonchan only gets started for 1 fighting energy. Lopunny only needs 2 energy to attack. And of course, Lucario is back here for some Oricorio protection into, as I just said, boost the damage of Hitmonchan and Mega Lopunny. We're also running a couple copies of Will to give us a little bit better luck on Mega Lopunny's effect with their attack. If you're unfamiliar with Mega Lopunny, is for every coin toss you get, which is 2, it does 90 damage for every heads, so we're going to try to guarantee at least 1, so we can hit for 180 for a fairly low energy cost. So we're going to see what we can get done to see if this deck blows up in my face or actually works. But if you're curious, I will have the entire deck list in the description of this video below, so you can try this deck out or simply improve upon it. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling on, and let's go into ranked and see if we can manage to win some games with this. I'll be back when I find my first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here. And we have the good fortune of going second. So if we start off with Hitmonchan, we can actually get started pretty quickly. And we actually get lucky and do. We kind of have more or less everything that we need to get started going kind of quickly. It looks like we're going up against the Decidueye deck. So let's see what we can get done with here. Or get done with, actually accomplish here. But let's see. Hopefully we can get going well before they do. Which, since they have to get evolved twice, we might have luck or have speed on our side, we'll say. All right, they have a rocky helmet, but we're not really going to play around that, though maybe I should. All right, we got 2 oaks in our hand. Copycat, another Hitmonchan. We'll go ahead and put that on our bench. And since Rowlet's the only Pokemon they'll got, we're going to just put the pressure on here. They can't really KO Hitmonchan with anything that they got, so I'm not really too concerned about it just yet. Now, I would like to draw into Will. Well, that kind of delays us a little bit. Now, they already have Decidueye, damn. All right. Thankfully, we don't have anything on our team that has damage on it just yet, so they can only attack Hitmonchan. Let's get our Mega Lopunny out. Let's oak it up, and hopefully we find a Will here. All right, we don't just yet, but we'll get our last Bunnery here. And now we've got our entire bench built up. And we'll swing on them with Hitmonchan. And eat 20 here. But unless they have a Giovanni or a Red, they can't actually KO Hitmonchan. Well, actually, I take that back. Pierce the Pain. For some reason, I thought they only attack Pokemon on the bench. It will absolutely hit Hitmonchan. I'm just an idiot. Don't know why I thought it was a bench only. Probably because they can't read or think. Alright, so I could have played that a little bit better, but that's okay. We'll let Hitmonchan not go out, I guess. Alright, they might have their Meowscarda, which is not very good. But alright, so we're going to get Hitmonchan out. Bring Mega Lopunny in. Now I could play Will, get a guaranteed hit on Decidueye, or I can just guarantee a KO on Sprigatito. I think they have no energy into anything right now. I am just going to play Will, because it will delay Meowscarda coming out, and we can guarantee a hit at least. Sorry, I'm getting behind the energy game here. And I can pull in Decidueye to try to go for the win, since we have a Cyrus in our hand. Alright, they're going to bring in Rowlet, so I think next turn I will bring in Decidueye. Unless they evolve here. But we'll have to see what exactly they choose to do. Alright, they're actually going to build up the Florigatillo. Alright, well I guess we'll put the energy into this Bunnery back here since this is what we have to build. And we're going to bring in Decidueye and kind of pray for 2 heads. Let's see if I can get lucky here. There's 1. Alright, we only get the 1. But they do have to spend the energy to get out. Alright, they got another Decidueye up. And they got their Meowscarda as well. Alright, I do have Sabrina as well. We got 2 Sabrinas now, so I'm actually going to make them forcibly tag in something else. I can actually weaken to both of these, and since we have another Sabrina, I can make them tag again. But again, we're praying that the coin tosses actually go my way here. Alright, we'll split the difference again. There is another Will back here in my deck somewhere, but I can't play Sabrina and Will in the same turn, so that's a little bit of a problem, but we'll do what we can. Now again, we do keep delaying Meowscarda getting started. They've opted to not tag, so that is perfectly fine. And we'll put an energy into, I guess, the hurt Hitmonchan. Now I could play Copycat, but it's not really worth it to me right now. And let's see if we can get 1 heads. Alright, this is where the coin toss is going to bite me, isn't it? Yep. But it is confused, so it can't attack. Or I should say it can't attack. They have to get a coin toss. Alright, nothing's going to come out of that one. Alright, we get another Lucario. I guess both of my Rylos and Will are what's left. But we got no space for that, unfortunately. I didn't think ahead. There's 1. Alright. Let's see if we can actually get 2. I have a feeling they're going to tag into Meowscarda, which would make the most sense. Yep. Alright, we get hit for 130. So I do believe we just win here because we don't actually have to rely on Lopunny. Alright, well I guess my last 2 cards are Rilo, because I forgot. Or I thought I was running 2 wheels. I guess I'm just running 1. Alright, so what we're going to do here is retreat our Lopunny into Hitmonchan. We're going to play Sabrina. And we're going to get the guaranteed KO on one of these Decidueye. And they opted to concede. Makes sense. We did actually get lucky there to manage to find a way to win around that with Hitmonchan. Despite some, I mean, the coin tosses overall, we did pretty good, but we couldn't string 2 together to knock anything out just yet, but that's okay. But we did manage to beat the Decidueye with Lopunny. But yeah, good games to opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match and see if we can string more wins along here. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we are going first. Alrighty, let's see what we can get done here. We do start off with another Hitmonchan, but no Bunnery and no other basics. So we are relying a lot on Hitmonchan here. And we see Manaphy in the opening spot. All right. Well, I'm going to play Copycat because his hand is kind of abysmal, if I'm being completely honest. We need some more basics back here. And there's Railu. All right, we do manage to keep our will. And we'll play our Pokeball. All right, we'll hold on to Hitmonchan for now. Just leave that space open and have a little bit, try to do a little bit better of bench management this game and not just throw everything that we have out for the sake of doing it. All right, what could we be going up against? Manaphy can go works with a lot of things. My wager would be Mega Gyarados, but we shall see. Oh, they got 2 Manaphy's, so looks like they might have a bricked here potentially. All right, well, we can knock one out, so that's something we got going for us. All right, so we do get our Lucario, so Hitmonchan is going to hit a little bit harder here. Let's get an energy into the lad. I'll pop Manaphy for a quick 70. And get our first point of the game. All right, let's see if we can get a quick one in here. All right, they're going to oak it up again. See if they got anything they needed. They did draw into a Pokeball, so we're going to see what they're trying to run here. Presumably. All right, they're running Blastoise. Okay. Now, is it just normal EX or Mega Blastoise? Alrighty, this gives us another Railu, which I'm actually going to put him out, just in case we draw into another Lucario. The energy into Bunnery, just in case we draw into our Mega Lopunny. And we'll take out Manaphy. I would have liked to take out Squirtle, but we didn't draw into Sabrina. Which I had one in my opening hand, but I think it was worthwhile to play the Copycat when we did. But we'll see if I'm still saying that as if they have Blastoise already. Please be Tails, Misty. Alright. Alright, they do have their Blastoise. And they're just running standard EX Blastoise. So we are going to get tagged for 100 here. Alright, I got a Sabrina, but not much else. I guess I'm going to put the energy into Lucario. I guess we will just have to let Hitmonchan get KO'd here. Because anything that I put in is going to get one shot anyway. So we're just going to have to just hope beyond hope that we get Mega Lopunny. Now we really have to hope beyond hope we get Mega Lopunny here. Alright, we're going to start off with putting Bunnery in just because it takes 2 energy to get Lucario back out. And we didn't get our Mega Lopunny. So this is GG's, it looks like. Well, maybe not. How much does Mega Blastoise do? Alright, 60 more, so 160. So yeah, no matter what I float out here is getting KO'd. So we'll just retreating into Lucario as my taskbar pops up. And just do 60 to Blastoise here. We'll go down swinging, why not? Unfortunately, we could not draw into Mega Lopunny. Did have a better start than they did, but unfortunately, not drawing into our Mega is going to cost us here. And they were able to heal Blastoise a couple times as well. Well, alrighty. We're unfortunately going to drop the second game here against Mega Blastoise. Good game to the opponent. Hopefully we can string together a win in one more match. I'll be back when I find my final opponent. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here. And we do have the good fortune of going second. And, I guess we'll start off with Bunnery since we do have Mega Lopunny in our hand. I'll put Rilo on the bench because it's kind of where he needs to be. And we are going up against Celebi, so it's going to be a battle of coin tosses here. I haven't seen Celebi in quite a while. All right, is this the kind of the prototypical Celebi deck here, or are they trying something a wee bit different? Let's find out. Celebi Executor, okay. They're probably also running Superior, I would imagine. But we shall see. I wish I would have started with Hitmonchan. Alright, well, a good thing is they can't actually attack me next turn here. Alright, we get another Bunnery. But we'll just hold on to this one for the time being. And we do manage to get double hit, so we'll hit for 40. And if we get super, well, we don't have to really get super lucky. If we get one heads with Mega Lopunny, we can KO Celebi. But something tells me where I got extremely lucky with two heads there, it's probably not going to happen. All right, they played Oaks. There's no threat of Erica. But they do have their Executor. And they're going to put a Rocky Helmet, I presume, on Celebi. They do. All right, so now we do need two heads to take out Celebi. All right, we're going to put energy into Bunnery. We got our Mega Lopunny out. Now, would it be better to attack Executor or attacking the Celebi? I feel like I want to get rid of Celebi more because that would be more dangerous to leave him alive. And plus, they have to get over the confusion to attack to me as well, which I will admit I briefly forgot that that Lopunny did confusion for a second there. So they are going to tag, which does make sense. Hopefully they get a Tails here. Well, that kind of eliminates what I was going to do. Because what I was going to do was bring in Hitmonchan to finish off Celebi, but we can't do that now unless we get, excuse me, Lucario. Alright, let's see what we get here. Get Copycat. And we get another Mega Lopunny, so I'm going to put out this other Bunnery then. Just to get it going. And we're going to have to just hope and pray for two heads here. We get none, so kind of in a bad way now, but we do have our Mega Bunnery. Another Mega Bunnery going to come out here in a second. Though I'm going to be honest, I did not know that even if you got two tails, that Mega Lopunny still inflicted confusion. Alright, see what we get into here. Alright, they are going to hit us for 80. Not ideal, but it's what we got. Maybe draw into another Hitmonchan. Get energy into our Bunnery. Bring out our Mega Lopunny. Retreat this one with the damage. And hopefully we get a heads of some kind here. We do, we pop them from 90. All right, we got two Wills in our deck that should hopefully come to us with 8 cards left. All right, we need these to be tails as well. We're not going to get that lucky, are we? Holy shit. Okay, well. Now we got to get built back up. Okay, well, not the most promising situation in the world. We got to hope for a tails here. Because now I need 2 turns to get Lopunny built back up. Alright, they up to not attack. Get a Sabrina here. Put an energy into our Mega Lopunny. And that is really all I can do. I'd really like one of our 2 wills that I have left. Alright, they're really building Celebi up back there. They're no longer confused. Another fucking heads. Okay. Well, they're outdoing me on the coin tosses here. Let me draw our other oak. Alright, let's mill this bad boy out even further. We finally get a will. And we'll mill it out further by getting another Rylu. Alright, so we got 1 will and 2 Lucarios left. Alright, we can't play will because we just used Professor Oak here. Alrighty. Now I'm thinking about holding on to will still. Oh, please, for the love of God. You have got to be kidding me. Alright, well, they're hitting on everything. Yep. Alright, we got lucky somewhere. Alright, well, we finally draw into Lucario. So, I think I'm going to opt to actually tag into Hitmonchan, because now we can tag in the Celebi and for sure KO it and get that threat out of the way. And if we lose Hitmonchan, we'll only lose 2 points. Now we could Cyrus in either Lopunny, which would be bad, so we gotta hope that doesn't happen. Alright, he brings in the non-hurt Executor, which does make sense, but we do have 2 Sabrinas, so we can bring in the other one. Alright, he doesn't have a Cyrus. That's okay, because Hitmonchan is going to live. Alright, so we actually didn't really need... Well, I mean, we needed will much earlier, but we are going to win regardless. And we'll just go ahead and take the KO on Executor. And manage to overcome some bad coin tosses while our opponent had all the luck going in that one, which was fair. I had luck going on me pretty well the first game. But alright, we did manage to win 2 out of 3. I can't speak because I don't understand the human language clearly. But yeah, we did manage to win 2 out of 3 games with the Mega Lopunny deck, so I'll take that, I suppose. I think the only really EX card that I haven't tried of that, I forget the name of it, was the Crimson Blaze, the Mega Charizard pack, yet is Steelix. So I think I'm going to try to build a deck around that next and just see how that works out. But yeah, that's just me rambling now. But yeah, if you made this far in the video, I do thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I will catch you guys in the next one.